Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the countryside, there lived a young girl named Lily. Lily was a bright and imaginative girl, but she had a tendency to worry excessively about everything. Whether it was her schoolwork, friendships, or even the smallest of tasks, she would always find herself consumed by worry. One sunny morning, Lily woke up with a heavy heart. She had an important exam at school that day, and the fear of failure overwhelmed her. As she sat at her desk, her mind began to wander into a whirlpool of anxious thoughts. What if I don't do well? What if I disappoint my parents? What if I'm not smart enough? The worry seemed to consume her every thought, leaving her feeling helpless and drained. Just as Lily was lost in her sea of worries, a wise old woman named Mrs. Jenkins, who was known for her wisdom and compassion, passed by her window. Mrs. Jenkins sensed Lily's distress and decided to pay her a visit. Lily welcomed Mrs. Jenkins warmly, and the old woman took a seat beside her. With a gentle smile, Mrs. Jenkins said, "My dear, I couldn't help but notice the worry etched on your face. I have something important to share with you. Worrying won't solve your problems, it'll just waste your time and energy." Lily looked up, curious to hear more. Mrs. Jenkins continued, "When you worry excessively, you lose sight of the present moment. You become trapped in a cycle of fear and doubt, unable to find solutions or make progress. Instead of worrying, try focusing on what you can control and take small steps towards your goals. Remember, worrying won't change the outcome, but your actions can." Lily pondered Mrs. Jenkins' words for a moment, realizing the truth in them. She decided to take the wise woman's advice to heart and began to shift her perspective. She took a deep breath, calming her racing thoughts, and reminded herself that worrying wouldn't benefit her in any way. As the days passed, Lily started applying Mrs. Jenkins' advice in her life. Whenever worry crept in, she took a moment to pause and ask herself, "Can I do something about this?" If the answer was yes, she focused on taking positive action. If the answer was no, she reminded herself to let go of the worry and trust that things would work out. Gradually, Lily noticed a profound change within herself. With each passing day, her worries lessened, and she became more resilient and confident. She began to approach challenges with a clear mind, finding creative solutions and embracing the learning process. Time flew by, and soon it was the day of the important exam Lily had fretted about earlier. Instead of letting worry consume her, she took a deep breath, believing in her abilities and the hard work she had put in. Lily approached the exam with a calm and focused mind, knowing that worrying would only hinder her performance. Weeks later, the results were announced, and Lily discovered that she had achieved a remarkable score, surpassing her own expectations. She felt a surge of pride and gratitude, realizing that by letting go of worry and focusing on taking positive action, she had achieved success. From that day forward, Lily carried Mrs. Jenkins' wisdom in her heart. She understood that worrying was merely a thief of joy and progress, and she was determined to live a life free from its grasp. With newfound confidence and a zest for life, Lily ventured forward, embracing each day with a positive mindset, knowing that worrying would never solve her problems, but her actions and determination would. Lily's transformation didn't stop with her success in the exam. Her newfound perspective on worry began to positively impact other aspects of her life as well. She noticed that her relationships with family and friends deepened as she became more present and attentive. Instead of constantly fretting about what others thought of her or imagining worst-case scenarios, Lily learned to truly listen and engage in meaningful conversations. She let go of the need for validation and found joy in genuine connections. With her worry no longer clouding her mind, Lily's creativity flourished. She delved into artistic endeavors, pouring her heart into painting, writing, and music. The worry-free space in her mind allowed her to explore new ideas and take risks without fear of failure. She discovered that by embracing uncertainty, she could unlock her true potential. Word of Lily's transformation spread throughout the village, inspiring others to rethink their own worries. People sought her advice, and Lily gladly shared the wisdom she had gained from Mrs. Jenkins. She organized workshops and community gatherings, creating a safe space for people to discuss their worries and explore ways to overcome them. As the village embraced the idea of letting go of worry, a positive ripple effect spread far and wide. Individuals started to focus on what truly mattered and began investing their time and energy in pursuits that brought them joy and fulfillment. The once anxious atmosphere gave way to a community filled with resilience, compassion, and a shared determination to live worry-free lives. News of the village's remarkable transformation reached neighboring towns and cities. People from far and wide journeyed to witness this remarkable shift and learn from the villagers' newfound wisdom. Lily's story became a beacon of hope, demonstrating that it was indeed possible to break free from the chains of worry. Lily's journey took an unexpected turn when she received an invitation to speak at a prestigious international conference on mindfulness and well-being. With trepidation and excitement, she accepted the invitation, recognizing that this was an opportunity to inspire a wider audience. On the day of her speech, Lily stood before a massive crowd, taking in the faces eager to hear her story. She shared her personal experiences, emphasizing the importance of living in the present moment and letting go of worries that hindered personal growth. Her words resonated deeply with everyone in the room, as she eloquently conveyed the profound impact that a worry-free mindset had on her life. Lily's speech received a standing ovation, and she was flooded with messages of gratitude from attendees who had been deeply moved. Media outlets picked up her story, and soon she became a prominent figure in the field of well-being and mindfulness. As the years went by, Lily continued to inspire countless individuals around the world. She authored books, conducted workshops, and appeared on various platforms to spread her message of living worry-free. She formed connections with like-minded individuals who shared her passion for helping others, and together they established foundations and organizations dedicated to promoting mental well-being. Lily's story became a timeless reminder that worrying is a choice and that each person has the power to break free from its grip. Her village, once known for its worries, transformed into a vibrant community that thrived on positivity and resilience. And Lily, the young girl who once allowed worry to control her, became a beacon of hope, guiding others toward a worry-free and fulfilling life. And so, the tale of Lily reminds us all that worrying won't solve our problems. It'll just waste our time and energy. Instead, let us embrace the present, take positive action, and trust in our own abilities to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience.